Hi, this is Coach Rob. You've been asked to take a SWOT assessment for your organization. In this short video, I will give you the instructions to complete an effective SWOT assessment. Let's start by looking at the organization from the inside. This is an internal perspective of your organization, and we start by considering the strengths. What are the things that our organization does really well? What are our competitive advantages? These are typically things that we want to protect. Let me give you a couple of hypothetical examples. Long-term strategic relationships with 4 of the 5 top distributors. Industry-leading technology protected with patents. A proven process to successfully acquire new clients in less than 3 months. Notice that all of these are internal. They are very specific, and they are typically things that nobody else can do. They are unique to our organization. Next, we're going to look at our weaknesses. These are the things that we don't do so well. Typically, these are the things that we need to fix or eliminate over the next 12 to 18 months. Let's look at some examples. Communication silos between departments causes missed deadlines for new products. Team members do not consistently follow documented processes. Prospect data in our CRM is out of date and inaccurate. Again, these are all internal to our organization. They're very specific, and these are things that we can control. Next in the SWOT, we're going to step outside of our 4 walls, and we're going to look at the organization from an external perspective. This is usually the more difficult part of the SWOT because we're so used to looking at the organization from the inside. But take yourself outside of the 4 walls and consider the organization in your industry, in the market, in the world. So we're going to start by looking at opportunities. What are opportunities that exist in the market that if we pursued, we could grow faster or become more profitable? And one of the key words here is we could pursue it. Just because we put it on the SWOT doesn't mean we're going to pursue it. So brainstorm a little bit. What are some of the things out there that could help us grow? Here are some examples. Adoption and acceptance of mobile technology by corporate clients. Or changes in demographics are driving demand for flexible work hours. Competitors with weak balance sheets are ripe for acquisition. Again, these are all outside of our organization. The most common mistake I see is when somebody will put an opportunity to improve training for the sales team. Well, that's something that's internal. It's actually a weakness. Our sales team needs more training. So make sure that you're looking at the organization from the outside. And then finally, we're going to look at threats. What makes threats unique is that they're going to happen with or without us. We can't control whether they happen or not. All we can do is control the impact that it has on our organization. I'll give you a couple of examples. Extreme weather patterns are increasing the probability of flooding at a service center. Or artificial intelligence will eventually eliminate our core service offering. Or finally, proposed government regulations will diminish the economic viability of our business model. Again, the key here is that these are things that we can't stop, but we can certainly take steps to mitigate their impact. Finally, let's take a look at the SWOT overall. Now you can see the strengths and weaknesses on the left side are all internal to the organization. On the right side, the opportunities and threats are external factors. This gives us a complete view of the organization from the inside and the outside. Strengths and opportunities are typically helpful to the organization, and weaknesses and threats are typically harmful. Just a few last tips before you complete your SWOT. Number 1, be very specific and detailed in your response. One-word answers are never detailed enough. Number 2, strengths and weaknesses. Remember, they are internal to the organization, things that happen inside our 4 walls of the business. And opportunities and threats are external to the organization, typically things happening in the industry, marketplace, or community, also commonly known as trends. Finally, when you're thinking about things for the opportunities and threats, consider things that might happen in the next 12 to 18 months. We want you to brainstorm, but don't get too crazy in the long term. Hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, you can email me at rob@simons.coach.